Hi, everyone in Facebook Live land, Green and Gold Live. You can see it behind me. Lance Allen, no Vinny today. I assume he is working on his lawn. He told me that he forgot about this or wasn't aware of it or whatever. No, Vince has a reason for not being here. I like teasing him, whatever. But Vinny is not here today as my sidekick, so you're just stuck with me. Green and Gold Live right here the day after the Packers defeat the Arizona Cardinals 24-21. What a game. And we are here to talk about it. Rasul Douglas, irony is sweet, revenge is sweet, whatever you want to say. He was on the Cardinals practice squad, and he was taken off the Cardinals practice squad on October 6th. And in the NFL, the rules state that if you sign someone off of someone else's practice squad, they have to be on the main roster. The Packers had such a depletion of people in the secondary that they needed needed bodies, whatever. So they signed him to the active roster on October 6th. And how about that, on October 28th? So October 6th, he's picked off the practice squad. October 28th, he picks off Arizona. Wonderful assistant Jessica going to give me an iPhone to get these questions for you. So if you have any questions about the Packers, please fire them our way. Thank you. I appreciate it. When are the Packers practicing? Michael Torres wants to know. They will have at least a few days off before play. And that's a good question because they will have 9 days off until they play the Chiefs in Kansas City, the Super Bowl runner-ups. They play on Sunday, November 7th. So at least they have some time to get some guys back. Maybe David Bakhtiari, maybe Marquez Valdes-Scantling, maybe Adams and Lazard, things like that, and be more full strength. What's the status of Robert Tonyan? Angie Marciniak wants to know. That one doesn't sound as good. Last night, Matt LaFleur getting basically emotional. He will have a presser later today, so we'll probably find out more on his status. But Matt LaFleur, just the way he reacted to that makes it seem like it's pretty serious and a fairly serious knee injury. So that will be a hurdle that the Packers will have to overcome. Patricia Patterson saying, what a heart stopper yesterday, no doubt about it. Didn't know it was in the bag until Rasul Douglas made the interception with 12 seconds left. As I mentioned, he was picked off the Cardinals practice squad on October 6th, and then he picked off Arizona, his former team, on October 28th. 3 weeks later, what delicious irony, what delicious revenge for him. Also, Devondre Campbell, former Cardinal, had 7 tackles in this contest, 2 for loss and a sack. So he has been a godsend for the Green Bay Packers defense. Rasul Douglas actually led the Packers with 9 tackles. We also have Arizona beat Arizona, according to Rick Patterson. In some ways, they did. Absolutely. They, obviously, the Packers, you give them credit. They won the game. You play the team that's on their schedule. Arizona could have done, I think, some things differently. And that's also the sign of a team that they're good. But I said before the game that I'm not convinced that they are going to represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. They've got some growth. They've got some learning to do and things like that. And I think you see it. Very, very good team, but I don't think they're the best in the NFC. So I would tend to agree with him on that. We also have some questions about, the Packers as far as what they did last night. Very interesting mix last night. Aaron Rodgers with about 181, 84 yards passing, I believe, to 151 rushing. So that's kind of what they had to do without the top 3 receivers. Davante Adams, as we mentioned, Allen Lazard out with on the reserve list for COVID-19, the reserve COVID-19 list. And then Marquez Valdes-Scantling, still on injured reserve and not activated before the game. So you go into the game without your 3 top receivers, kind of got to mix and match and patch it up. And they did a pretty good job of just kind of playing keep away from the Cardinals and Arizona's offense and somehow found a way to win. I'll say the unsung heroes of the game, Kenny Clark as well as Dean Lowry, doing a very good job defensively, pushing the pocket, making the opposing quarterback very uncomfortable. And kind of forcing the issue, and both of those guys have really lived up to their contracts and then some this year, doing a very good job. Matt LaFleur calling a pretty good game last night. There were some interesting quibbles last night. Obviously, passing 3 straight times near the end zone. A lot of people had issues with that. at one point in the game when you're that close to the end zone. And then Aaron Jones, the touchdown that it looked like maybe it was a touchdown, but they reviewed it and reversed it, and he was down just short of the goal line. And obviously that could have swung the game to the Cardinals' way because it was only a 3-point game. They marched all the way down the field, and then A.J. Green mysteriously did not turn around for whatever reason when Kyler Murray threw the ball, and Rasul Douglas was very heads up and picked off the pass. And sometimes, whether you want to call it luck, whether you want to call it right place, the right time, whatever you want to call it, the Packers were there, and now they are 7-1 and looking like one of the best teams in the NFC. Got to give some credit and kudos to General Manager Brian Gutekunst, who definitely has supplied and supplemented the depth on this team repeatedly with signings like Devondre Campbell and Rasul Douglas and going out and getting other players. Jalen Smith was inactive last night. Some of the signings work, some of them don't work as well, but he is definitely trying to make sure that this team has every shot to win the Super Bowl this year and maximize the potential of Aaron Rodgers, whether he's with the team beyond this year or not. Try to maximize this season, and so far the Packers look to be one of the best in the NFC. So that's the story here on Green and Gold Live. Thank you for the questions today. Hopefully we'll have some updates on the injuries as well as maybe the status of some of the injured players that are coming back as well. Like I mentioned, David Bakhtiari, he did make the trip to Arizona. He's made other trips before, but seemingly getting close. Marquez Valdes-Scantling is getting close. Adams and Lazard, they hopefully will get back very, very soon, among others. And we still don't know the status of Jair Alexander and the long-term status of Zadarius Smith as well. All right, I'm Lance Allen for Green and Gold Live. Thank you for watching. I promise Vinny will be back in the next incarnation, so stay tuned for more. Thank you, everyone.